It's what's in your wallet.
I'm so old.
I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5 explosive hot dog carts.
Ritualistic blood magic.
Laser shooting chesty statues.
Don't watch movies unless we tell you to. Welcome to Movies with My Best Friend Phil, a movie podcast for criminals on the run, boys on the run, ladies who have gone on the run with a weirdo who might kill them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of subtext in this movie, and by a lot of subtext, I mean this guy sucked. Maybe we'll get into it.
Well, I don't know about subtext. I think most of what was happening was just happening.
It was just It was just right there text.
Yeah.
No subtext.
I think
they
might call that text.
They call it Dom text, I think.
Yeah, you might have something there.
Yeah. I am Phil Kessel, as always. I am the host of this show. I am the one you come back for every day, every year.
It's a bi-weekly podcast, which of course means both.
Twice a week.
Twice a month, and every 2 months.
Twice a week.
Oh, it's bi-weekly. That's right.
Yeah, twice a week.
Yeah. So it's either twice a week.
We record and watch movies twice a week. We just don't we only put out half the episodes because they're worse than this somehow.
Oh my God.
Joined as always by two of my very best friends in the entire world, and I love them dearly. Lucy Jodas.
She's asleep.
She's looking right at me. She's not asleep. But she's just an absolute sweetheart. Always here with us in the studio. Also joined by Craig Norland.
Hello. Have you ever gone on a road trip that just spiraled out of control?
Yes.
Okay. I had an idea. This was a while back, and we never ended up doing it.
Big yawn for Philip.
Yeah. Big yawn energy over here.
Yep.
I had an idea for me and Jack. We never ended up doing it because I think the mere mention of the idea of it stressed Jack out so much that she never wanted to talk about it ever again. But my idea was you get on the road with no, like you have a road trip vacation set up with no destination in mind. You just get on the expressway and start driving in a direction. And when you come up to like an exit or a random exit, you'll like roll a dice or flip a coin and take that exit.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. But I still like the idea of doing a random road trip. I'm a big road trip guy. Yeah. I like road tripping. I enjoy road trip snacks. I enjoy road trip culture. I enjoy chatting in the car. It's one of my favorite things.
Just do a 20-sided die, and then you make every single side
a direction to turn.
See, my God, no.
Yeah.
Oh God, I got a 19. We're slightly turning to the right.
It's like the thing is like you start doing something like that, and as you know, we live in Michigan, so it's just like that would only work if there was something, you know.
I think it'd be a much better road trip in Europe.
Yeah. Or just like in the out. Like, I don't even know like where you could. Yeah, where that would work.
You'd have to start going south because if you go north, it's just going to be Michigan for the next 10 hours.
Yeah, but even if you start, we're like, we live in the Rust Belt, man. Like you turn down the wrong street and you're just like, cool, a bunch of industrial yards and like.
I'm vaguely interested though in that, just finding like weird, I don't know. It's just tell me it's a bad idea. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You should feel bad. You should feel bad about it.
Hey, guess what? I feel bad every second of every day of my life.
Well, this should make you feel more bad.
Yeah. Everything I say does.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I do does.
Well, maybe you should listen to that sometimes.
No, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to say it.
Okay.
Jack told me earlier today that she was overstimulated because I was being weird because I worked out. And so the endorphins were rushing through me. And you know what I said? Obviously, this is the first thing I thought of was instead of endorphin, it's indolphin. And then you make a dolphin noise.
Oh, no.
And I did it a couple times and Jack was like, we don't have to do that anymore. So
yeah, I can see that.
That's my day.
Yep.
She was right to admonish you for that.
Oh, absolutely. But what I did was I toned it down and I said endorphins. and I mean
go.
a very quiet
Yeah.
dolphin
Yes.
voice. A
That's
little
somehow
tiny, quiet
more
dolphin.
obnoxious.
Yeah, but that's kind of my whole thing, I guess.
Yeah, your vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, my whole vibe.
I went for a run for the first time in months.
Yes.
Have you guys ever heard of something called runner's trots?
No, but I guess that's because I just kind of live in a constant state of.
Yeah. So it's just where you have like uncontrollable diarrhea after running. So apparently that's a fun new wrinkle
Yeah.
to my running career that just started happening.
Yeah.
So good, great. Everything's great. Just having a blast over here.
Is it just your tummy and guts bouncing around?
Yeah, it's like it's just yeah.
Okay.
I have to plan my day
Yeah.
around that. If I'm home, obviously I'm just
Listen,
like, okay.
boys, I got IBS. I got to plan my day around that no matter what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, how long has it been since I ate? Okay.
Yeah.
When did I poop last?
Yeah.
Okay. How's this gonna work? And sometimes you just take a
Well,
little.
hopefully you know how it's going to work.
Yeah. Well,
Otherwise, we have to have a conversation with Veronica.
sometimes I just take a little loop,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, okay, just warm up. All right. Yep. There it is. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Get back to the house. Do my thing, and then I'll.
Oh, see,
go
mine
out.
was
Oh,
after
you go
the
back out? Oh, God. No.
Yeah, so mine was after the
I'd
run.
be
I like
out.
ran for like 2.5 miles and I came back. And I was just sort of like, I have to go to the bathroom like right now. And like,
Oh, it's usually about 2/3 of the way.
Yeah.
And I am just like the whole
and it
way.
that-
I'm just like sweating, and
Oh.
I'm like, oh my god, I have to get back right now.
oh man, I'd never had that happen before. So I like immediately looked it up. I'm like, great. Am I dying? You know,
No,
it's like,
it's very common.
and then I'm like, oh no, this happens. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, great. Good.
Okay,
Just
it's
another-
just my body
it's-
failing me again.
It's just another problem to just work around and pretend doesn't exist.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Every time I do a
Fantastic.
5K, I'm just so
Yeah.
Every
Afraid.
time I do a 5K, oh, I'm athletic Craig. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm sorry. I'm jealous. I can't run. My
Hey,
feet
man.
hurt.
just do it with me.
Yeah, but my feet hurt when I do it, and I don't like doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do weight workouts.
Just lift with your feet.
I think you're supposed to lift with the lower back muscles.
Somehow lift with your feet.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like to do
Grab a barbell
I like
with
to
your
do
toes.
like really heavy weights and like short jerky motions and only use my lower back.
and then twist while you're doing it.
Well, you have to, otherwise you're not going to activate all the muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because really that stimulates like almost all of the heavy lifting you do as a parent.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I'm a tall guy and I've been very lucky to never have back problems, and then I had kids, and it's just like it's not that this is heavy; it's just that I'm leaning over 3 things while trying to hold a child up,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I just can feel all the failures, like just going like kink, 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 kink down my body, and I'm like, I'm gonna drop somebody.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna drop
God, I know.
somebody now.
Sometimes when I'm like putting away my paints,
Mhm.
I have to like lean over and put them away. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, you nailed it.
Honestly, it was early on with cribs because
Yeah.
when they had to be really low.
Oh
Yeah.
my God,
You
and
can't
they had
have
all
them-
the Cristal in the
Stop,
fridge.
Phil. Because you have to lean down so far,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they start getting heavier, and then
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Guys, I don't like when you talk about stuff I can't relate to.
I'm sorry, Phil.
Okay,
My whole personality is
All right,
needing
all
to have you guys talk about things for me.
fine. Steer the conversation.
So,
Nah.
Will,
Yes, me.
I'm going to steer back to you because that's what you like. What was your terrible road trip?
Ooh. Well, okay. It wasn't a terrible road trip. It just was very unplanned, and it became a stressful road trip. But that turned out good.
Okay, so you had to add this caveat because it involves Caitlin, right?
Nope. It
Oh.
involves one of our frequent listeners.
Oh, okay.
No, this is Brad and I. We went on this. Brad and Caitlin and I and a few other people went on a road trip, and half of it was planned, and the other half was absolutely not planned. So there was a lot of like, where we're going to go next, and figuring out where to go, and then like people we were on the road trip with, like just kind of like weren't always into what we were doing, and so like all of a sudden it was like it was like one of those things that like is absolutely up Brad's alley because like Brad is like. He's kind of he'll just do things. He's easy going, and he's like, yeah, let's just drive somewhere. And I was immediately like, where are we going? He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. That can't be the way we do it.
I can't, I had learned a long time ago from my sister that you don't go with your friends on a road trip anywhere
Yeah.
if you aren't all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
She went with her friends to Chicago, and all they wanted to do was just hang out at the big mall there. And she's like, let's go actually to like the Chicago things. And like, oh, check it out, the mall. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Let's shop at the stores we normally shop
We
at.
shop at.
Yeah,
they're just slightly bigger.
Yeah. The best part of that road trip is we brought a like we were doing like camping is we brought a propane grill, but it was missing the hose to connect to the tank. And we were like, oh God. So we were like frantically looking up a Dick's Sporting Goods or something like that, something to find. And we went there and they just sold the whole thing together.
Oh no.
And they didn't sell the one part, but there was one on display. So
Yeah,
I
you
just
stole it.
took it off and put it in my pocket. And Brad, as we were walking away, he just kept going, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. I'm like, you need to chill out and stop it.
Okay. So did you get that?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
This whole podcast has
been a
actually been a sting operation.
Oh, no.
all the walls
The
fall
FBI
down.
For this probably at most
We got 'em.
$1.75 piece of equipment.
Yep.
They've been tracking you this whole time.
Dick's Sporting Goods has a very, very thorough loss prevention team.
Yeah.
They made me join BNI just to get to you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It goes back that far.
That far.
Oh boy.
It actually goes back to when we were in high school.
Well, that doesn't make any sense
Oh.
because the road trip was after
Damn it.
that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I went on a road trip once when I was a youth.
A youth?
A small ute. And I stuck a bead up my nose and it got stuck and my grandma had to pull it out.
Ugh, I put a sticker in my ear once and I couldn't get it out, and I had to go to the doctor. And I was too old to be doing something like that.
25.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I think I was like 11 or something, and it was something like a 6-year-old does, So yeah, I was really embarrassed. I had to tell my mom. Ugh.
I'm a big road trip fan though. I enjoy the drive. I enjoy the road trip snacks. I enjoy the conversation. Wait, Craig, do you have a bad road trip story or a good road trip story?
I mean, everything I do is
I do it for you.
Yeah, I do it for you, Phil.
Yeah.
Everything I do is extremely planned out,
Mhm.
and so there's really no surprises, which is good.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't have that spontaneity. Like sometimes things do, but I always have like backup plan number B, C, and D, just in case.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But no, I mean the worst thing that ever happened on a road trip was going out to North Carolina with Jeremy Bentley, and he did not want me to drive, so he drove the whole time. And
Ooh.
he locked me out of the car so I couldn't switch with him.
Why did he want to drive the whole time?
I think he was just worried about insurance, that sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
But
fair.
then he did get pulled over in West Virginia around the Capitol.
Oh.
We were like surrounded by a bunch of other cars just zooming by us, and the cop just like swerved in, got right behind us, and so now we hate West Virginia.
All right.
West
That's the
Virginia
only
has
reason.
Mothman. How could you hate them?
Oh, that's true.
And the Monongahela National Forest.
You know what? The cop really did look familiar.
And the Greensboro Radio
I
Telescope.
think it was Mothman. I think that's why.
Mothman would never be a cop.
Yeah.
He takes care of people. Boom. Roasted.
Roasted.
Fuck cops. Fuck ICE.
Yeah.
We're vibing tonight, boys.
No, but I haven't really had any like, oh my God, I can't believe all the tires exploded.
I
Oh,
don't-
God.
I don't really enjoy road trips all that much, mostly because I always find myself being dad on the road trip, even before I was the dad, was a dad rather. I would always just end up being like, hey, we're going somewhere. Let's take Will's van and have Will drive. And I'd be
Oh.
like,
Ugh.
the heck?
Yeah.
Who volunteered me for this?
I mean, you did have the van with the most room.
Yes, I know, but it was I mean, I had the van. Obviously, I was the pick, and I was the one who got my license first. But it was just always sort of like, oh, cool. And so then I'd be driving, and everyone's like laughing and having a good time in the back, and they'd be like, hey, what are you guys doing? They're like, oh, we're just making fun of your music choice. Okay, great. I'm having so much fun.
So you're saying you don't want to go on a Movies with My Best Friend Phil road trip?
I'm not. I mean, I have no problem now, but just like back in the day, it would just seem like.
But you drive. We make you drive the whole time.
I mean, it'd have to. He's got the car.
You have cars. You have a truck.
What?
I don't think we can fit in the truck.
Okay, you're right. I'll drive. It's fine.
It's too much. You gotta have enough room for my nuts. Whoa, truck nuts.
You need to go to a doctor.
Yeah, funny enough, I got a message from my doctor today that she's leaving. So
because of you?
Well, she didn't say that, so I hope not.
Was it phrased, I'm leaving you?
No. Oh. She's just leaving the practice.
Are you sure she's not just firing you and trying to be nice about it?
Listen, I'm not sure about that. I don't know.
Next time you go there, she's like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit, he's here. I've only seen her once, so I honestly don't know if I'd even recognize her. So
this is a great story, Phil.
Did you take forever to find this doctor, too?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I did.
What a pain.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, everything's terrible and nothing will be fixed ever. Yeah.
You know what is good?
Dang it.
Do you know what is good?
No, what?
And this is actually kind of funny.
No, shut up.
Because I
didn't hear.
Did have to pay for the service to watch this movie.
You did?
That I watched.
You did?
But
can we watch it on a DVD?
No, not this.
Oh.
I mean, I guess we could watch that movie.
Oh.
We could talk about that movie.
Oh.
I was going to talk about a different movie.
Oh, okay. This movie is in the movie I'm just about to bring up.
I'm just about to bring up. Not this movie that I can't remember the name of.
Badlands.
Badlands.
We're not talking about Badlands. Borderlands. Badlands, the Predator.
Predator Wallet.
That's right. It's time for the segment where we reach deep into our best friend's pants and whip out some recommendations. It's What's in Your Wallet?
I watched a movie.
Really?
Yeah, I've been watching movies lately. On
With my best friend Phil?
On Shudder, but I have like a second-rate bootleg Shudder service through Roku, which I thought when I signed up for was Shudder, and I think I have access to all the same things, but it is Shudder Roku, so I cannot use it on my phone as far as I know, and I can't use it anywhere else except for on my Roku TV, which is fine. It's not the end of the world, but I watched a movie called Head Count. So it is an indie horror movie. I thought it was really good. I thought the acting was great. The environment, the vibe, the vibe that they put out, the setting. It's in Joshua Tree, which is like weird 101. Like that's Joshua Tree's fucking weird. Weird stuff happens there. Drugs happen there. Drugs happened in this movie. But it is this like group of kids, youths, probably early 20s, I think, like in college. They're on this vacation, and at one point they're reading from this like urban legend website, and they pass it to the newest guy in the group, who just joined them that day. And he reads this like kind of lame sounding thing, and it's about this like entity that they made up for the movie, and so he reads it and they're all like, that's really lame, buddy. And he's like, yeah, I don't know, I pressed random on it, whatever. And then a bunch of weird shit starts happening in the movie, and there's like some doppelganger-y stuff, where like
you're watching two movies.
This entity is like pretending to be someone else. That's where the head count comes from. And there's one scene that got me pretty similarly. Like, it's not as unsettling as the tall... Craig, I told you about this. It's not as unsettling as the tall man in It Follows, which if you've seen It Follows, you know the tall man I'm talking about. It's an extremely unsettling thing that I watched that movie years ago, and it is still burned into my brain. It unsettled me so bad. That was the first movie that I saw that I was like, oh, this is scary.
Yeah.
This will stick with me for a little bit. So this didn't unsettle me quite that much, but for like a lower budget indie horror, I thought this was so good. They had such a fun like entity, and it was so subdued until it absolutely wasn't at the end, and then it gets super unhinged. But they still managed to make it, not. They still managed to make it unsettling and spooky without a lot of like special effects or like.
Big yawn for Phil.
God damn it! Stop commenting on it. It's a medical condition.
People can hear it.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd just cut it out so I don't sound so sleepy all the time.
No, I don't edit the shit.
They made it spooky on a low budget, and they make you spook yourself, and I feel like that is always the way to go, because everyone's imagination is probably much worse than seeing a spooky creature.
Yeah.
Is there a banner at the bottom that flashes "Spook Yourself"?
No,
like, boo,
no. I usually spook myself after the movie.
Oh, okay.
So watch that movie, and also somebody
he waited for an applause break, I think.
Yeah.
Watch spooky movies with me, because Jack won't do it. But what I've started doing now is I watch it and then I just tell her the plot, because she doesn't care if I'm telling her the plot.
Yeah, that's how Caitlin is too. She wants to hear it.
But I want to watch some spooky movies with some people. So that's me.
I can't remember, Phil. You've seen Weapons.
Yeah.
Don't say that you saw it with me, because I don't remember anything. Who I saw anything with anymore.
I'm pretty sure we saw it together.
Yeah,
okay.
I thought so.
I'm pretty sure.
Because that was one of the times you're like, we saw a movie without you. And I'm like, was it Weapons? Or yeah, I'm like, good, but I don't want to see that.
Good, didn't want to see it.
Man, I got to think of a movie it was one of those things where I'm like, oh man, I should watch this with Phil. Anyway.
Yeah, I keep doing that.
It happens a lot.
We got to watch, did we watch Caveat, right?
Yes.
And then Oddity is the same director.
Yes.
And then they just dropped a new one with Adam Scott, right?
Yeah.
We got to watch those other two.
Okay.
Because I really liked that one. That I feel like was right up my alley of like.
I wasn't sure.
Weird,
I think you were on the fence a little bit.
The atmosphere I really enjoyed.
Yeah. It's one of those movies you're like, why are you doing any of this?
Why is any of this happening? But also, I'm entranced. Will?
Yeah,
what entrances you?
What
are you wowie kazowie about?
I did watch a movie, and with that lead up, it's going to sound real weird.
Yeah.
But the movie was, have you guys heard of this? It came out, I think, last year, called Companion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch it?
No.
Was it a recommendation?
I don't remember if I recommended it.
Oh, okay.
I know of it, but
I couldn't remember if you guys had talked about it. But yeah, no, so basically it's a movie about a sex robot who kills somebody, which sex robots aren't supposed to do. And so it's like, it's essentially an episode of Black Mirror made into a movie.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
It has a very black comedy kind of vibe to it.
Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Is your phone screen when it's off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait, is that actually the joke?
How dumb am I that I...
Oh.
Thank you.
No, yeah.
Because somebody just said that the other day, and I was like, wait, what?
No, it took me a while. Like, I learned that maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, and then I forgot it, and I was reminded recently. So we must have seen like the same Reddit post or something.
Yeah, I think it was on Reddit.
But yeah, Black Mirror, because it's all about technology.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyways.
And pig fucking.
Boy, oh boy. That episode alone is the reason why Caitlin has seen only one episode of Black Mirror.
It's such a good way to open the show.
I sat down with her to watch that, and she was like, I hate this. And I'm like, I love this. And then I was like, you got to watch these other ones. She's like, I can't. I'm not going to. I'm so mad at this show.
She wouldn't even watch the Star Trek one?
No, I don't think so. I don't. She ended up watching any of them. But yeah, no. So it's a sex robot who she doesn't know she's a robot. Like that's part of the programming. Yeah. And
Jinx.
Yeah, he owes me a Coke. You owe me a Coke.
Oh man.
What was I saying? But it's starring Jack Quaid.
I was just gonna ask, is this the one with Jack Quaid?
Yeah, and I love Jack Quaid. I think he's very funny. He's good, and he's great as a villain in this because he's he's playing kind of like a nice guy, but like not at all a nice guy because he has a sex robot.
Nice
and
guy.
a lot of other things.
Nice guy in quotes. An internet nice guy.
Yeah, an internet nice guy. So I don't know. I don't have like a ton to like say about it other than it was really enjoyable to watch. It's clever in a lot of ways because it is very much it's almost a bottle movie. It takes place in basically one house.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's just very clever the way they kind of like figure out how, it's always fun when you have a movie that has like rules.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, this is how this works. This robot can't do this because of this, and so she's finding ways to like she ends up getting her own control over herself and stuff. I don't know. I want to like say more, but also I think you should watch it. So I don't want to say too much.
Yeah. It's got some surprises in there.
Yeah.
I saw this after, but it's very similar to the movie Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Same director who did The Substance. Which is like a rape revenge sort of.
Yeah.
But again, kind of in an isolated area.
Yeah.
Being hunted down.
Yeah, I would say it's not. It's not. While I was watching it, I wasn't thinking. I've never seen anything like it. It very much felt like I've seen many things like this, but this is just a good version of the thing I've already seen.
But all the actors are very. They're so good. It doesn't matter if it's a well trod.
That's the other thing. Like, there are no bad actors in the thing. Like everyone's doing a great job. It's got the I don't remember the actor's name, but he plays Guillermo.
Harvey.
Harvey. Harvey is his name?
His name, yeah.
Yeah. He plays...
just one name?
Yeah, just one name.
I forget what his actual name is.
Oh, so you don't remember his name either. Anyways.
His name's Greg. Well, that's what I call him. I don't remember his real name.
No, the guy who plays Guillermo in What We Do in the Shadows is in it. So, and he's great. And
Harvey Guillen.
Yeah, Guillen. Anyways.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I gotta watch it.
I don't know.
It's on the list.
It's definitely a perfect, like, one of those movies you put on because you want to put something on, and then you end up like stopping whatever it was you were doing, and then watching the rest of it.
I love that kind of film.
Yeah.
Who played? Who was in Superman? Who was Lex Luthor?
Nicholas Holt. Yes.
I think him
Steve Holt
and Jack Quaid kind of thread the same line that they can do both villainous roles and
I definitely think
heroic.
Nick Holt is very much an actual. I love Jack Quaid, but he's very much a capital A actor.
Yeah.
Nick Holt is, where he like becomes the different characters.
Right.
Whereas Jack Quaid is just like a charming personality, but he's never playing very far from Huey in The Boys. At least the things I've seen him in. But he does do a good job of, he plays these characters who you're like, oh, I'm on this guy's side. He's charming, he's cute, blah, blah, blah. He's this funny guy. And then halfway through, you're like, wait a minute. Are you the bad guy?
Yeah. No, I mean, I can't spoil another movie that he's a part of, that he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because kind of the whole point. But he's one of those characters where you kind of like, either he's your best friend or he really got into the manosphere.
Yeah.
And it's a problem.
I know. Man. Did you guys ever watch The Boys?
Yeah.
I watched the first
Huey is sort of like that, where like at first you're like, yeah, Huey's got every reason to be angry, and then like halfway through you're like, all right, buddy, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
it's a bit much.
Okay, all right, you're kind of all right. That was not right. You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's good at doing that, but it is sort of. He's, I find it funny when people
it's like realistic because everything's bad.
Oh boy.
No, I mean, I find it funny when people are like when people get mad at actors who play the same type of character, and I get getting annoyed with it when it's someone like The Rock, who just like for whatever reason is able to try and fail every movie he wants,
Yeah.
But like when people are like, oh, I don't like Deadpool because it's Ryan Reynolds, it's like, well, it's Ryan Reynolds, man.
That's who you're getting.
Yeah, that's who you're getting. Like he doesn't do anything but play Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that's what he does. He does that one thing.
Yeah.
And he's good at it, but that's the one thing he does. And it's, I don't know, I like, and Jack Quaid is kind of like that to me, where he's like, yeah, he's but I like that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when people were mad that every single Mumford and Sons song sounded the same. I'm like, yeah, but it's a song I like.
Yeah, but I like that one song that they do.
And it's, they all sound the same, but I like them. Anyways, Craig, what do you got?
I saw 2 movies this past week.
Wow.
All movie recommendations from all of us?
All of us.
Whoa.
And both in theaters. The first one was an early screener of Project Hail Mary.
Oh, that looks good.
It's extremely good.
Yeah. You got it. Wait, you saw an early screener of it?
Yeah, I saw it like the Monday before it came out.
Wow, cool.
Because Prime and Fandango or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And so we saw it in IMAX, which I would highly recommend.
Mm-hmm.
Paying a little bit extra to get the IMAX because it's a beautiful movie.
Oh, man, I bet.
Oh, my gosh. It's not as science-y as
the book?
as The Martian.
Oh, okay.
Even as the book. I've read both The Martian and this. I didn't read the book in between. I don't think people like that one as much. I'm trying to remember the author's name.
So this is the
It's
same
Weir.
author who did The Martian. Okay.
Yep. Sorry. Andy Weir is the author's name. But I enjoy both those a lot. I think you've talked about this before. Competency porn.
Yeah.
Where just like you're just watching somebody be good at something.
Be good at something. It's fun.
For anyone who doesn't know the premise of the movie, it's this guy is I can't remember what his field is in science because I'm an idiot. It's like astrophysicist or something like that. But he's sent out into space to help find out why the sun is dying. All the suns are dying, basically. All the moon,
because they're sleepy,
or the stars. And so he goes out, and when
is somebody sucking them off, siphoning them off? Don't tell me. Don't spoil it. I haven't read it.
Hold on.
And when he wakes up, he does not remember most of why he's there. And so, like, most of the you get a lot more of it in the book. Him just remembering things as he goes. He's like, wait, why is this happening? Where am I? What am I doing? And so the movie, that's about the only thing I'll say is it doesn't do as good of a job of like the recollection. You can kind of tell he's going through some things, but they have to yada yada some things.
Yeah.
Going from a book. So that's excellent. Go see that. The other one, this one is a lot of fun too. It's Ready or Not 2. Here I come.
Yeah.
I really like the first one.
Yeah.
Again, it's a movie. It's a horror, not even a horror movie. It's not scary. It's fun, but
thriller.
There are rules.
Yeah.
Because it deals with a satanic cult.
Love a satanic cult.
Yes, and you have all these rules that you have to follow, and so the main character, Samara Weaving, can use those rules against them. It's one of those kind of movies. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And yeah, if you haven't seen the first one, watch them both.
The first one I just watched it last week or the week before. I really liked it. The ending,
it seemed like a lot of fun.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's like very pop horror is not the right word, but it has that. You know what I mean when I say that, I think. Like it's very fun. The ending of the first one is
bonkers.
It's so good. It's so even if the rest of the movie was bad, the ending is worth sitting through, but the rest of the movie is good.
Yeah.
So you get a good movie and then a wonderful little ending.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's in that same vein as like Freaky and Happy Death Day.
Yeah.
Again, they're not horror movies, capital H. They're just fun. Just that side of things.
Slasher, kind of.
I guess slasher usually means one bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar, like, it's like similar visually, similar like spookiness level.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
vibe.
blood and murder and exploding. So, I mean, like,
kind of
that part of it is there. So, yeah.
Well, speaking of
blood and murder,
there you go. Yeah. We watched Badlands, which is a 1973 American
disco movie.
What? This says, I got this off Wikipedia and I didn't read it beforehand because
Oh,
I'm
I
bad at
can't
my
wait.
job. But it says a neo-noir period crime drama film. Neo-noir is kind of throwing me. But yeah, it says a period crime
I feel
drama
like a
film.
noir usually has a mystery.
Yeah. That's I'm not
And
sure
we
what that word.
watched all of the crimes.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
if that word should be in there. Anyways, written and produced by Terrence Malick. That's his, in his directorial debut. It's starring basically only Martin Sheen and Sissy Spacek, and a few other people just come running in and out. 93 minutes long. I could only find what the budget was, which was $300,000. I don't think it made any money at all. How do you think this movie is sitting on Rotten Tomatoes, Phil?
Let's say a healthy 69%.
Very healthy.
I'm gonna say 92.
Craig has it 97%.
Ooh, 97.
Yeah,
Certified
I
fresh.
guess I should have known it was
Yeah.
better.
So
Maybe that's just revealing.
Craig, you picked this movie because you
Yeah.
had to pick an actor off of our Three Women movie, and you picked Sissy Spacek.
Yep.
So what drew you to this movie other than it was the only one you could pick?
Yeah. I mean, Sissy Spacek's been in a lot of movies, obviously. I could have picked Carrie, but I'd seen that one before, and I like that movie a lot. I don't think there's a lot to talk about with it. I have always wanted to watch this. I've heard a lot of really good things. I've liked Terrence Malick's other movies that I've seen. I haven't seen most of them, but the ones that I have seen, I've really enjoyed. So, I've always been curious about this one, so that's why I picked it.
All right, what'd you think of that?
I liked it. Yeah. I mean, it's not exactly what I thought it was going to be,
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure what I thought it was going to be.
I feel like the description does not.
Yeah,
The description that I read wherever I read it did not maybe set me up for the movie that we watched.
So for the listener, if you haven't seen this movie, basically it is about a spree killer. Martin Sheen's character falls in love with Sissy Spacek. He is a 25-year-old man and she is a 14-year-old girl, I want to say.
So it definitely really falls in love.
Yeah,
It's
for
really
real. Yeah.
serious love.
And he is kind of a troubled fella, obviously.
he's a Korean
War vet. And basically he kind of goes to her house to give her dad an ultimatum because the dad's like, you can't be with her, and he kills her. And then he's like, well, that's this now. This is our life. We run around killing people. So it's basically a I think it's classified as a spree killer is when somebody like starts killing a bunch of people and like basically doesn't stop. Like to make you a serial killer, you have to have like cooling off period is what makes you a serial killer. But yeah, so they just like go across the country. They're trying to find their way to Canada, maybe? I don't know exactly.
Well, sometimes they're not like they were going to go to Texas to be like see
that's
some
right.
other members of her family. So they're probably going to Mexico by the end of it.
But yeah, it's basically about like the movie ends up being a bunch of like sort of vignettes in different places of it's like we arrive at the place, things seem this way, tension sort of builds, somebody dies, we leave this place and we go to the next place, which is essentially what a spree killer does.
Yeah. And this is based off a real person.
Yeah, I looked that up.
Yeah, this guy, I had it here.
You sent us the Wikipedia of the real person.
Yeah.
I didn't do a deep dive into it.
You probably shouldn't. Charles Starkweather.
Yeah, you said he's much worse than what we got in the movie.
Yeah. He's a lot worse. And then she's also a lot worse. Or possibly, because she ends up, the person in real life went to jail. The girl did.
Yeah, the girl
for a while.
went to
and
jail.
then she lived in Michigan until she died in Lansing.
I thought she's still alive.
I think she died like last year. I think that's what it said. But maybe not.
Oh.
Maybe that was her husband. Maybe it was nobody at all.
Yeah.
Maybe I made it up.
If she's listening to this.
We apologize.
Do we?
I don't know.
Sounds like she kind of took part in these crimes.
Yeah,
I don't know if I apologize to her.
It was one of those things though where they didn't release this. They changed the names and they didn't release it until after he was dead. Because they didn't want it to be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Because they definitely make her seem a lot less culpable.
Yeah. So, Phil, before we go too much further, I kind of want to know, Phil, how you feel about this movie.
Complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like on paper, it's excellent. And I feel like when I watched it, I was like, it's an interesting slice of life.
Yes,
movie.
it is. It has
Because
a very slice of life feel to it.
Yeah, because it doesn't really we don't really get I don't feel like we got like a satisfying ending.
No.
We can go into spoilers later. Like there's an ending, but for what it doesn't feel good at the end for me. So it feels very slice of life in that it's like,
this is just what happened.
This is just the things that happened.
Yeah.
And we followed the story as it went. And I think I enjoyed watching it. I think overall I kind of nothing it. Like I respect that the movie was good. I think I'm just not I don't think I'd be like shouting praises from the rooftops.
Yeah.
But if somebody was like, "Hey, have you seen this?" I'd say, "Yeah, it was pretty good."
Yeah. Okay. So I am exactly the same as you.
Okay.
Where I was like, it was one of those movies as I was leaving, I was like, this movie is already leaving my brain.
This feels like the most prose movie I've ever seen.
What do you mean by that?
Like prose versus poetry.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Like these are the things, the facts as written. There is no. I feel like there was not really a lot of nuance, which is fine and worked for this.
Yeah, you don't really. There's nothing to. I guess the way I would say it is, there's nothing to unpack. At the end of
there's
it,
nothing
to
unpack.
Yeah.
I will say I really like that they don't portray this guy as like a rebel cool guy waxing philosophical, because every time he tries to do that, he either sounds like an idiot or follows it up with killing someone, and you're like, for no reason, you're like, okay, well, this guy kind of sucks.
So that kind of is like, it's interesting because viewing this movie now with like where we're at with toxic masculinity and sort of like watching people misunderstand movies like or even TV shows like Breaking Bad, where like a bad man is doing things.
Skylar's the worst person in Breaking Bad.
Right, exactly. And like, so like watching a movie like this, like you kind of have to like kind of like take that helmet off, the 2026 helmet off, and kind of watch it and go like, yeah, I can see how this would be an interesting movie when it came out in 1973 or so. But like, I don't know, I felt like, yeah, I don't really like this guy. I kind of don't like watching a movie like this. It's not glorifying violence, but I know that there's some like, smooth-brained idiot watching it going like, I want to be just like this guy. You know what I mean? He's pretty cool. I mean, he had no choice.
It's not glorifying
I don't know why he's Southern, but whatever.
It's kind of not really admonishing it.
Yeah, it's
enough.
And so like, it is one of those things where you're just kind of like, well, we can't have nice things anymore. So not that this is like especially nice of a thing. So it's like, also the other character I found myself being confused by, just completely confused by, is Sissy Spacek's character. And the thing that I find even more confusing about her is throughout the movie, we get her inner monologue or her diary, and we hear what's kind of going through her head. And I felt like I didn't want that to be there at all. I would have much rather have her been, I don't know, like sort of more of an enigma almost. But because we kind of like, I'm like, you're just kind of a drip. You're kind of just...
Let us unpack what she's feeling rather than having it unpacked in front of us.
She's just sort of like, well, I guess we're going to do this now. I wasn't too happy about it, but I suppose I'm like, you're just...
But she is 14, getting dragged along by a guy with a gun who's killed multiple people, including her dad.
But I think that's just her personality.
I know. Well, that's what I mean. Like, it's... I felt like it didn't need to be in there. Like that part of it. That feels to me like, I wouldn't be surprised if we found out that a producer is like, you should put in a voiceover to give more context.
I think what that does for the movie though is you kind of see it's an unreliable narrator situation, because obviously the things that she's saying, does she actually believe them? Or it's he said this and this is just how great everything is now.
Yeah.
So you're kind of getting a weird version of events And I don't know how they could have really made her character different without having that.
There wouldn't have been anything to her, I think, without it.
Yeah, because she seems to be just there, and
she
don't
doesn't
know.
like disagree with, even when her dad gets murdered, she doesn't really like have, she's upset, but not like, I hate you, I can't believe you did that. She's just like, well, this is my life now.
I mean, she did kind of set up that she like had felt nothing for her dad even before.
Yeah.
So she was, I mean, I don't think it's because she's 14. You know what I mean? Like, I think this person's a boring person. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, it could be that too.
Yeah. I don't know. So but at the same time, like, I felt like it was a very well-made movie, and I found myself interested in what was happening, and also really enjoying like some of the way things went down and the haphazardness of it all. It felt like, as somebody who has listened to a fair number of those, you know, true crimes about serial killers and spree killers, I was like, this feels exactly like the type of bozos that do this sort of thing. You know what I mean?
And that, I think, that is one
really
thing I did really
authentic.
like, is that like they do not portray him as anything other than kind of an idiot.
Yeah, like he shoots his friend that one time, and like you're kind of like, oh, he maybe didn't mean to actually kill the guy. I was just, I don't know. Just
he's going to betray him.
Yeah, well, that's what he thought, but also he then, I don't know. Anyways.
Well, I mean, like he's an interesting character because, you know, how I felt about it is, I remember seeing videos of people in Russia doing just like the craziest things, like jumping off of buildings.
Classic Russia.
Well, and people are like, why? Like, well, I see a lot of videos like this. Why is this happening? It's like, well, because life is cheap there. And that maybe that's just how this guy feels. That's why he's acting the way he is. The beginning of the movie is him just like, hey, you want to eat this dead dog? I'll give you $1. It's just like nothing means anything. This guy has been through war. He's obviously suffering from PTSD.
Oh, yeah.
He's got all these mental issues, and you know, at this point, life is cheap. Nothing really matters, so I'm going to try and have some fun.
This is a Korean War Rambo that goes very differently, but also very similarly.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to a lot of Last Podcast on the Left, and they just did a series on the Hammer Maniacs, which, Will, I think you said you had listened to that.
Yes, I listened to it.
Craig, you reminded me of this with the, like, because there was a period of time when we were growing up, like early internet, where like the censors on the internet
hadn't caught up with the
did
internet.
not exist.
Yeah.
So there were just awful things that were incredibly accessible.
Oh yeah.
One of which was the Hammer Maniacs, a like short. I say short. It's a video of them killing a guy with a hammer. But the video itself is like a full half hour.
Yeah.
But the only thing that made it to the internet is like 6 minutes of it.
Mm-hmm.
Two girls, one hammer.
It is called Three Guys, One Hammer.
It's called Three Guys, One Hammer.
No.
Because of the other. But it does kind of remind me of like what you're talking about, where like there are people who just don't regard people as anything.
Yeah.
So like this
those
guy
guys
would be as a like suffering from PTSD. He was in Korea, and I know like, so I watched that Eternity movie with Jack, and with where they're like they're dead, and she has to pick between her old flame and her guy she was with for a long time. The old flame died in the Korean War, and everyone throughout the movie kind of makes fun of him because they're like, oh, Korea, that's not even one of the real ones. But like,
Jesus.
I feel like I've heard that in other media as well, where it's like, I feel like it's not a war that we talk about quite as much in the way that we talk about Vietnam and World War II, certainly.
No.
But the Korean War really, I mean, it's war.
It was,
it sucked, but that one was brutal.
Yeah.
And so for him to come back from that, and he's living in like an incredibly poor area.
Yeah.
And he works as the guy on the back of a garbage truck, and that's only sometimes. So like he doesn't have money. So like that is when people do so like, yeah, I think this movie is really good. It's really well made. I think it's like an interesting, and I don't know why I'm having such trouble like loving it because I think it checks all these boxes. It's good. I enjoyed watching it, but I'm just like, hey, it was all right. And
Yeah,
I hate being that way.
I know. I'm with you guys on that. I'm not in love with this movie. I think it looks really nice. I enjoy both the actors in it.
I'm really glad we watched it. I have never seen a Martin Sheen this young.
Yes, this is definitely
And
very
that's
young
cool.
Martin Sheen.
That's cool.
The ending is interesting because
the ending is kind of gross.
it's gross, and I think that's why it is a satisfying ending in that it's not just you watching this guy murder people and then that's the end of it. It's when he does this, he's charismatic enough, like most spree, or I don't know about spree killers, but like serial killers, there's enough like charismatic personality there that it kind of entrances everyone around him because they have nothing else going on.
It's interesting because it's like it's a satisfying ending in the fact that at the end of this movie he is caught. Yeah. And justice is quote unquote served, but it is so unsatisfying in the way that like he gets caught and then he spends like a whole scene talking about his shit to a bunch of cops standing around him.
Yeah.
And they're like eating it up. And it's like,
I mean,
they're really nice to him.
It makes me so mad, but I know that's the point.
Well,
yes.
Or I'm assuming that's the point.
I don't know if that's the point. I think that's just how it was and still is in a lot of ways.
Like that's the point.
Yeah.
Is like showing it how it is or was. It's not like Terrence Malick is saying, yes, this guy's actually the good guy. We are on the side of the cops in this. He's saying this is a realistic thing that would have happened. And that's the part where it's like really unsatisfying to me to watch. Yeah. But satisfying in its own way, because sometimes being unsatisfied is satisfying.
Which was the serial killer where the judge was like I would have been happy to have you in court. Ted Bundy, I think it was, under different circumstances. This is what the judge said to Ted Bundy. You know what I mean?
God.
And it is a lot of like, this is just as an exclusive thing that white male criminals get. Yeah. Where there is a moment of like, you evaded capture for 3 months? Hats off to you. You know what I mean? Like there is like a level of like respect that is very much
not afforded to anyone else.
Not afforded to anybody else. And I think it's a remnant of sort of our like Wild West sort of like mythology. You know what I mean?
Killed
like,
how many people?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. And so like there is like a level of that where it's just sort of like, yeah, you're pretty good at that. You know, it's like honor among not thieves, but I don't know. But like, yeah,
it's real freedom that you,
and so like, did. So, and they're like, oh, it's seeing a celebrity, but you know, people have been going to see public executions and like pulling off parts of dead bodies and keeping them as souvenirs.
Oh
for
people
years.
Have been massively fucked up since people started.
So it's not like not like something the United States brain sickness invented. I think we've just become aware of the broader effect of those images because our world is surrounded by images. You know what I mean? Like, because like those guys weren't thinking like, hey, in the bigger picture of things, is this the right thing for me to be doing? Glorifying this? Because they're just like, this is kind of neat. This guy killed a bunch of people and I got to see him. Yeah. You know?
And also he's really nice.
Yeah, and he's really nice.
He's very
so
polite.
Confused by him. Yeah.
He's very
just
polite
this nice,
to everyone.
Clean-cut white kid.
Yeah, and then they killed him.
Former soldier, and then they killed him.
Yeah, so there is sort of like, well, there's that, you know? So like,
there is also when he goes to the rich guy's house.
Yeah.
He is very nice to him.
Yeah, he is very nice to the rich guy.
And I don't know if it's just like a status thing. Like this is what he wanted. Of his life, and so he kind of has this respect for him. I don't know.
Well, it does make him a little more interesting when like,
well, because I think that's the nature of a spree killer versus like a serial killer is he's not like getting pleasure out of hurting or killing people. He's doing it because he feels like this is something he's got to do. You know what I mean? Like, because he's on the run. And now that I've started, I am now in a war zone. Like his brain is in war mode.
And that was like, they put him into war mode.
Yeah.
Like there's the rich guy's house where like he's being all polite and stuff, but he's still like very much controlling the situation.
Yeah. I think that was also why he kept him alive is because he he came up to this house with a plan. In other situations, like people like started acting differently.
Yeah.
And he had to like improvise. And
But then when they're
snuck up on him.
yeah, and his improvisation is to kill them every time.
Yeah, and when they're in the woods, he's like in full Rambo war mode.
Yeah, he's got traps.
He's got traps set up. He like hides in a pit underneath like a thing with leaves on it, and then he pops out. I thought they were gonna hide in that scene.
No,
and
no, they were a bunch of bounty hunters.
They don't.
Yeah.
He gets out and he kills 3 guys right there, and I was like, whoa.
The violence is honestly like I was expecting for the era. I was expecting it to be a little bit more like I don't know, subdued.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
the violence is very surprising how bloody the gunshots are.
Yeah, it is, and I there's an argument that I would make that I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me, Drive takes it to an extreme, but Drive is this like sudden, unbelievable violence.
Yeah.
And then it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's very quick, and it feels that to me in that movie feels more not realistic. That's maybe not the wrong word, but like emotionally realistic, where like it ramps up
quickly and fast.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. And then it is this awful, awful thing. And I think Drive does it to more of like a modern audience because it's ramped up the violence to a 10.
Yeah.
This, I feel like, does the same thing though, where it's like, it is when you, like you said, like you put on that older, that 1973 viewing glasses, and this is pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To watch these people die.
Yeah.
Because like, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, he kills like 8 or 9 people in the movie at least.
Yeah.
That we see.
Yeah.
So there's the
And he kills a dog.
And he I didn't like that part.
No.
That was me. I could excuse killing
When did he
human.
kill the dog? I remember her dad killed her dog.
Yeah, I think he kills it before he kills his friend.
I can excuse.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the 2 people he puts in the.
He puts in the thing and he starts shooting.
And he just starts shooting. He may not have killed them.
Yeah.
But he does turn to her and say, "Do you think I got him?"
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, I'm gonna find out, and then keeps running, and I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, it's an interesting film. It's not a bad film, and if somebody said they saw it when they were like younger and it made them like want to make movies or something, you know what I mean? I could see somebody
totally
being like,
see that.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not like, so if you like this, like, it's just,
I get that this. I feel like this movie should be in the canon. This should be in like the pantheon of like, this is a good movie. This is a well-made movie.
It's a Criterion release. It's got all the accolades
yes,
now.
absolutely. Is it a movie that like I'd probably ever watch again? I don't know. But I guess now that we've talked about it more, and this happens a lot when it's a movie that I'm on the fence about, when we talk about it, I like it a lot more. And I think this is one where maybe at this point now, I would probably recommend it to someone if they're like, hey, I need a movie.
It's a movie I would recommend to my dad. For sure.
For a specific
specific person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Phil, I know you kind of been wavering, but where did you land on for this one?
Oh, God. I feel like you guys make me start this a lot, and I sometimes have to go off of yours. I'm going to give this... I don't know if this is... I think I'm going to give this a 3.75. I feel like it could be a 4. It's not one that I was in love with, but I totally could see somebody being in love with this movie.
Yeah.
So I 3.75. I feel like that I don't have anything funny. Because I didn't write anything down. I forgot to.
Wow. I feel like there were some funny lines in there.
There were some funny lines, and did I write anything?
Wow.
Oh, you mind if I lean on your willies?
Oh, God.
He says frog, I jump. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. I like that one. Yeah, 3.75. He says frog, I jump.
Craig, what do you think?
Yeah, Craig. Craig.
I'm really close to where you. I will go up to 4.
Fair.
I think.
Where you getting that extra quarter?
Yeah. I think if I saw a high def at least version, sometimes that can help me at least.
Okay. Yeah.
Help with the visuals and just like, okay, I can
Why
see
don't
the
we
whole
just
thing
buy
now.
an IMAX?
Yeah, just buy our own IMAX.
Yeah. What do we just need an 80-foot screen? That's it?
I think there are definitely movies where you have to see it more than once. I don't think there's anything really left to parse. It's not like a mystery. It's just sometimes it hits differently.
Not a mystery, so you wouldn't call this a noir?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's got crime, and she's not a femme fatale, and he's
God, I would hope not. She's 14.
yeah. So, gosh, I don't have any funny lines. I don't remember. Just him asking the rich guy the most inane questions. He's like, "Hey, how do you like this neighborhood?"
I'm with you guys. I'm going to go a little lower. I don't just because this is the number that I'm going to give this movie 3.5. How's Kato doing? I got him in the stomach. Is he upset? He didn't say nothing to me about it.
Oh,
Out of 5. I mean, that is essentially the vibe. The whole movie,
yeah.
is like, what happened? Shot him in the head. Oh, you think he's dead?
No, he's super dead.
I guess no, we gotta go. Yeah, it's just a lot of that, and it's sort of, and that's kind of how I feel about the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So coming up next, Phil, you rolled for editor.
I did. Let me pull
so
up
you
the
gotta
name of the editor.
The editor of the movie Badlands.
Who is
Badlands.
uncredited in this case.
There were 2, and I cannot remember which one this is from.
Oh, okay.
So give me 1 second.
Oh, all right. So Craig,
Because I know the movie.
How's it like being a father? We can finally talk about
Oh my God.
fatherhood.
Yes.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it has its ups and downs.
Yeah. It's sort of like
I'm a father. Fuck you.
It's like owning a dog.
it is. It's a lot like owning a dog. Actually, I would say it's exactly like owning a dog.
Yeah.
I don't think I know. Gosh, too bad I don't know too many people who own dogs.
No.
I want to
Yeah.
talk about dogs.
No. Well, yeah. The biggest difference is that I think actually maybe having a dog is a bit harder.
Yeah. I don't know what people with kids what they're complaining about.
Yeah, it's really
It's the uncredited one, but now I can't find his name.
Yeah, but I'd say like definitely the thing that is, I mean, with having kids, it's you get to play video games with them, and you don't get to do that with a dog.
Yeah, it's
So-
It's Billy Weber.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
Billy
okay,
Weber,
yeah.
got it.
Okay, Billy Weber, uncredited as editor.
Okay.
Which seems a little unfair,
It's this game is broken and it doesn't matter.
but how would you guys like a palate cleanser?
Yes.
Because we're watching Miss Congeniality.
Oh my God.
No way. Finally out of the 70s.
I
Yeah.
love the editor pick because it is bonkers.
Oh, 'cause they work-
breadth of
yeah, they just work forever.
It's-
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's Badlands from 1973. Miss Congeniality is on this list. One of the SpongeBob movies is on this list. It is across the gamut.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen this since I was a youngin'. And I think I remember thinking it was funny, but it was also at a time where I was like, I don't want to find this funny
yeah.
because I'm too cool for this. I'm a boy, and this is a movie for girls,
Oh.
kind of deal.
Yeah.
Because I think this was 2002.
I think this movie is going to feel real creaky when we watch it.
It's 2000.
Yeah, it's
I
going
would
to
have
be
been 10.
It's gonna, yeah, it's gonna feel real. I think a lot of like, oh, this is what girls can't do, and this is what boys can't do, and a lot of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's Sandy Bullock's, and we love her.
yeah, sure. All right. Well, I just rolled a 5, which is director of photography / cinematographer.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where we're going. We're going after this. So yeah, Miss Congeniality.
Yeah. It's on my list, too.
Is it really?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
okay,
We're
that would be
literally
nice
never
try.
going to get to any
No,
of
I don't.
mine.
This game
Yeah.
doesn't work at all.
no,
We need to
listen.
find some way
No,
to make it work.
I'm really excited for the end of the year when we look at my list and you guys are like, we were never going to get to
What
those
were
even
you
if
thinking?
like what were you thinking picking these? Because I'm not trying to game. I'm trying to bring culture to you guys
Oh,
with
yeah.
movies I haven't seen. Actually, I think 3 of them on the list I had seen. Anyways, Miss Congeniality, it was great. Probably. We're going to watch it.
Yeah, we're going to find out. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the podcast. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Kind of.
Get on there. Subscribe to our Patreon and all that stuff if you want to. I stole your line. I'm so sorry.
No, you stole his line. I don't give a shit.
This episode was brought to you by Caitlin Chodas. Who's that? If you,
my friend,
if you are interested in helping support us, want to hear your name shouted out, and consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/mumble.
If you like what you heard, consider going on a killing spree. Nope, don't do that. We don't advocate it.
It'll be fun.
No, do it. We'll make a movie about it in 20 years.
Yeah. Because that's easy to do.
Yeah. It's honestly, we should be making a movie. What are we doing? That's all for this episode. I'm Phil Castle.
I'm Will Chodas.
And I'm Craig Norland.
Don't watch movies unless you're on a killing spree and you need time to cool off, and then it's a cooling off period, and then you're a serial killer. We love you.
Fine. Also, I just thought I had this great idea, which is not great idea, a totally original thought I haven't had before, that Avatar is a terrible movie.
Oh, yes.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Brought to you by Mumble and Shrug Productions.